Welcome to the all-new Focus. This overview is going to highlight to you the 5 new technologies of the all-new Focus. We believe these will surprise you, they'll delight you, but most of all they'll reassure you that the Focus you've loved is in fact now got better. This overview will be at pace, so we would encourage you to take notes and by all means pause the film, ask some questions, go away, do some research and come back and consider how you will weave these into your test drives and your walk rounds to make sure that this all-new Focus maintains its position as Britain's best loved C-segment vehicle. Okay, let's examine the first technology. It's here under the bonnet. Ford have offered 6 powertrains here on the all-new Focus, including the new 1.6 Ti CVT engine. It will come as no surprise that Ford have also developed 4 superb transmission systems, including the new Constantly Variable Transmission, CVT. Constantly Variable Transmission provides customers with a very smooth, very good fuel-efficient gear change. But should a customer want to dial into the vehicle and take over the gear changes, they can do this through a Tiptronic style of gear change, providing an all-new driving experience. Okay, let's now shed the light on another bit of technology.
The second technology on all-new Focus is the new adaptive front lighting system, a technology that you may well have seen on luxury brands. Now, in the C segment, this technology was first used by Vauxhall with their new Astra. However, Ford and the all-new Focus have taken this technology to a whole new level. As you can see, the headlights themselves look very, very modern and high-tech in their appearance. And with the graphic ahead, you'll be able to clearly see how the adaptive front lighting system adapts itself to changing road conditions. As you approach a corner, this time turning to the right, watch how the headlights turn with you into the right-hand bend. And turning back to the center, you'll notice that the headlights move with you, illuminating the road ahead. Impressive? Well, the benefits to the customer are clear. Adaptive front lighting system enables the customer to have maximum visibility, adapting to the conditions at all times. So, adaptive front lighting system is certainly relevant, but is it affordable for today's customers? Well, Vauxhall, with the Astra, decided to link adaptive front lighting system with their xenon headlights, making it a very expensive cost option. On all-new Focus, it's been developed in conjunction with halogen technology. This makes it far more effective to produce and lowers the entry-level price for the customer. You'll find adaptive front lighting system as an option right throughout the all-new Focus range, apart from the entry-level studio model. Technology number 3 is solar reflective windshield, and to demonstrate its benefits, we have a quick experiment. On this side, we have an example of standard glass, the type of glass you find on most vehicles and on the original Focus. On the right-hand side, an example of the heat reflective glass. In front of both of these, 2 infrared lamps to simulate heat from the sun. If we turn those on, heat is being fired towards each pane of glass. I'll place my hands here, and I can immediately feel that it's this hand that is warming up the quicker. However, this hand is much cooler, therefore a lot of the heat from the infrared lamps is being bounced back from where it came. Let's look at how Ford have incorporated this technology onto all-new Focus.
Solar Reflect Windshield. The Ford engineers have evolved this to appear on the all-new Focus. As a customer, how could I identify it? Well, in the corner of the windshield, there's a circle with the letters I and R in to indicate it has Solar Reflect Windshield. My customer's question could be, what benefit is it to me? Well, in today's retail market, we customers demand a lot from the interiors of our vehicles, particularly in this C segment. We also expect the quality materials to last. Infrared rays from the sun can damage these and obviously affect residual values. But Solar Reflect Windshield bounces back these infrared rays 4 times better than normal glass. Additionally, clearly if the infrared rays are being bounced back, the cabin temperature will tend to be cooler. Therefore, will be less prone to use the air conditioning unit quite so much, which will clearly promote a more fuel-efficient vehicle. And this fantastic option is available on gear and titanium on the all-new Focus. The next technology is all about accessibility. keys, please. And here we have key-free access on the all-new Focus. A fantastic device that has been offered on the all-new Focus. This combines the very best of conventional key systems and newer competitor sort of card systems you may have seen as well. This doesn't require you to take the key out your pocket or a bag or a jacket. Once you are within 1.5 metres of the vehicle, you can take hold of the handle, and only when you do this and you take control is the vehicle then unlocked. It's a clever system. It also works very much like a blip device on a conventional key fob, and also has within this, in the heel, a safety mechanism of a special secret key, should you need access to the vehicle if the battery needs changing, and similarly for the bonnet release. The next logical step is actually getting against the vehicle, preparing to start it up. This is where Ford have really moved the ante up, because actually you can click the ignition block 2 clicks to allow you to access all the entertainment and comfort packages available on the all-new Focus. This security device also has 2 safety features to prevent accidental starting or moving of the vehicle. One, the key must be within the vehicle, in your pocket, your jacket or your bag. And secondly, depending on the choice of transmission systems, automatic or manual, you need to apply adult foot pressure to the relevant pedal before you then click it to the 3rd notch to start the vehicle up. Once you've stopped, switch the block back like a conventional key and snap it out one stage. This block stays in the car at all times. You get out the car, and then to lock the car, you just close the door. On each of the handles, passenger and drivers, and the boot, there's a little black button. You just push the button, and with the clicking device you hear and the flashing lights, the car is then locked. Within that process, you have 2 to 3 seconds just to try the handle to confirm it's locked. Now, 1 or 2 sharp-eyed people might have observed that I've actually left the passenger rear window open here. Normally a bit of an inconvenience and quite a lengthy process to get back in the vehicle and to close them down again. But with the key-free system, very straightforward. You go back, you close the door, and by pushing the button, but this time hold it for a few seconds, we see how Ford have combined 2 fantastic bits of technology, the key-free system and global closing. I'm sure you want to display this in the best possible light. So in product presentations and test drives, you're going to want to show the customer what this could offer them in their busy retail worlds. So clearly you may wish to kind of walk out to your car to do a demonstration. You come up to the boot again, because you're within 1.5 metres, the boot will open. And as you're preparing yourself for your test drive, you will have your key in the pocket of your jacket and may wish to make yourself comfy and toss it at the back of the vehicle and then close down the boot. Now, with conventional key systems and with conventional cars, that is obviously a costly nightmare where the RAC would be only opportunity to bail you out of an embarrassing situation. However, this has a fail-safe device. It prevents you from locking your keys in the boot or any other areas of the vehicle, therefore making this security device a superb option in this very, very tough C segment. It is available as an option for you on gear and on titanium.
We promised you 5 new technologies on all new Focus. We've looked at 4, and in my mind at least, we've saved the best until last. Bluetooth technology has taken the modern world of communication by storm. Why do I mention this? Well, the all-new Focus is the first ever car in the C segment to feature Bluetooth as an option. Let's have a look at how this works, because you can quite literally talk to this car. Now we'll be looking at the new Bluetooth voice control technology, and to help us to demonstrate this, we've selected in this vehicle the Denso satellite navigation system. We've done so because this particular system has the color touch screen, which makes it ideal for customer demonstrations such as this. Now this system gives me the opportunity to demonstrate up to 5 new technologies. I can control the satellite navigation, the climate control, the radio, the CD, and make a hands-free phone call, all by using my voice. To operate the system, you'll need 2 things. First of all, a Bluetooth-enabled mobile phone such as this. This is a Nokia, but both Nokia and Siemens Bluetooth phones are compatible with the system. Now the phone needs to be somewhere within the cabin area, either in the cradle, perhaps even in the glove box, or even in your pocket, somewhere within the car itself. Secondly, by selecting Bluetooth voice control technology as an option, you'll find an additional button on the familiar steering column stereo controls, clearly marked as voice. Now I'll be demonstrating 3 of these new technologies for you today. First of all, changing the cabin temperature. then by changing radio station, and finally by making a hands-free phone call. All, of course, with both hands on the wheel at all times. Now, you can ask the system for help at any point because it is rather strange to talk to the car and hear it talking back to you. So that's what I'll be doing first of all. Then I'll be changing the cabin temperature from where it currently is up to 22 degrees. So both hands on the wheel and simply press the voice button. Help.
Help. After the tone, please select either phone, radio, CD, climate, or navigation.
Climate.
Climate.
Temperature.
Temperature, please.
22.
Temperature, 22.
And as you can see on the screen, the car has understood the command and changed the cabin temperature to 22 degrees. How fantastic is that? I'm sure you're already thinking how you can demonstrate this to your customers. Let's have a look now at what's on the local radio. Now, it's not really my taste, so again, we'll be changing the radio station using voice control technology. Simply press the voice button. Radio.
Radio.
Tune name.
Name, please.
Big FM.
Tune.
Big FM.
And you can see the car has correctly again identified my command and selected the new radio station. So let's make finally that hands-free phone call using the Bluetooth technology. Both hands on the wheel, select voice, and the radio will automatically cut out for us. Phone.
Phone.
Dial name.
Name, please.
Focus.
Dial.
Focus.
Confirm yes or no.
Yes.
Dialing.
Now, the system has recognized the name Focus, but of course, yourself and a lot of your customers will already be familiar with voice dialing on your phones. I could simply have said 078, etc. It's now calling, and hopefully...
Hello.
Yep, we've made that successful call. Focus has picked up the phone, and when the phone call has finished, the radio will automatically come back on. Now, once you've reached your destination, you simply turn the system off, of course, and the system goes back into standard position. Now, that demonstration took only a few minutes to carry out, and I'm sure you can understand how amazing this will be in terms of your customers' imaginations. Think about including it perhaps in a test drive experience where you'll have the opportunity to offer the customer the chance to use their mobile phone in your demonstrator vehicle on your test drive route, providing a retail experience that they're bound to remember. When the Focus was launched in 1998, it totally redefined customer expectations from a C-segment vehicle. Here was a car that was comfortable to ride in as a passenger and one that delivered outstanding driving quality. So the big question is, has the all-new Focus retained these outstanding drive characteristics? Let's use this opportunity to find out. Back in 1998, the introduction of this, the independent rear suspension, was a first for a C-segment car. Well, you'll be pleased to know that it's been retained and also enhanced on all-new Focus, being made slightly more compact than the original model. However, the competition is hot on our heels, and the Volkswagen Golf Mark V also has independent rear suspension fitted across the range. However, it does not have this, the famous control blade. So, all-new Focus retains control blade independent rear suspension, offering enhanced drive quality through passive rear-wheel steering. Moving to the front of the car, you'll notice that McPherson strut suspension has been retained. But the big news is the addition of this, the tunnel reinforcement bar, or banana brace, as it's sometimes referred to, because of its distinctive shape. This offers all-new Focus two major benefits. First of all, increased chassis stiffness. The stiffer a vehicle's chassis, the better its vehicle responsiveness in terms of drive characteristics. Secondly, and perhaps more importantly for your customers, because it is bolted directly onto the subframe, it improves the crash protection of the vehicle in the event of an accident. I think you'll agree that the all-new Focus builds upon the many strengths of the original model and goes further. It truly is an all-new car. So finally, let's look at how we can summarize its many strengths when talking with your customers.
It's key, clearly, to talk about the look of the front of the all-new Focus and how, amongst the rest of the Ford range, it moves it on another generation. It's also important to refer to the technology that we find here and describe them and bring them to life for customers. So as we're walking down the side of the vehicle here, it's clear that you can see a familiar look, a familiar Focus look to the vehicle. But there's now a stronger coupe design to the top here and a very bold design line here, adding credibility to the dependable claim of the Focus. The all-new Focus now is 168mm longer and 138mm wider, therefore giving the vehicle a bigger stamp on the road. From a customer's point of view, the win is the space inside. There's more room for the shoulders and for the knees. And the good news is, in the 3-door and the 5-door, the room in the back here is exactly the same. But bringing this to life, the real win for me is the space here in the boot. The classic dealership thing I suppose to do is, as our customers looking in there, is to mention the boot's 385 litres in size, which will get a nod from the customer and possibly a question of, well, how much bigger is that than my existing Focus? It's 35 litres bigger. You may then get a question along the lines of, well, how's that against competition? Again, it's 35 litres bigger than the Golf Mark V. But what do those figures mean? How do they persuade me in this retail market to consider buying this new Focus? Paint me a picture. 385 litres equates to 875 cans of beer. And the 35 litres difference is this case here. That clearly paints a picture, makes it easier for me to understand your product presentations. I'm sure by now you'll agree that the all-new Focus has grown up and has just got better. But the key thing from our point of view is your success in bringing this product to life in your product presentations. We wish you well in this very competitive C segment and hope you enjoy the all-new Focus.